Hello, lovely people. So, today I want to talk a little bit about trust, just uncovering layers of trust and asking some questions around trust, perhaps, that help us to get our own deeper understanding about trust, because it's a big one. It's a big one for all of us. So, many of us will say in our lives at some time, I don't trust another person. I don't trust the situation. I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself to make decisions. And this generally will come from either some pre-programming, of parents or society telling us, don't go there, don't trust this, don't trust that, don't trust the other. And so they're beliefs that we've taken on. But very often they also due to experiences that we've had. So we may have made a decision in our life that led to a specific outcome that we weren't expecting or that we weren't happy with that outcome. Or likewise, somebody else in our life perhaps let us down in some way because they were not who we thought they were, or they themselves made a choice or a decision that made us feel uncomfortable or hurt us in some way. And so we see that as a bad decision, a bad choice, a bad outcome, and therefore we learn not to trust. We learn not to trust the situation. But if we look at it from the level that we have chosen our path in some way, we have freedom, we have free will, but we come here on this in this lifetime to learn and to grow. And if we always made decisions and choices that turned out to be fantastic and happy and have the best outcomes for us or made us feel happy about the outcome, then we would never really learn and grow because we would only be experiencing the good things and we would have nothing to contrast that by. So would not have perhaps a lesser experience that brings up different emotions and feelings like sadness and loss and hurt and all of these things. They're all good lessons. There's as uncomfortable as they are important lessons for us to learn on this journey, and they make us who we are. They make us into wise individuals, and they also help us to make different choices, future decisions, based on based on that outcome, as it were. But as I said, we can't just always make choices that are based on the outcome that we want or that we wish for, because it's not always in our best interest. So if we can just trust that each decision and each choice that we make is the right one for us to learn at that moment, whatever that lesson may be, whether it be a fun lesson or whether it be not such a fun lesson. It's nonetheless a lesson, a life lesson that we need. So trust helps us to, when we make a decision, to make it with a free being, not from a place of fear. We learn to make decisions that are coming from a place of love and trust and understanding. Then it's much easier for us to embrace whatever the outcome is. But if we're making decisions and choices based on fear because we don't trust the situation, and so we're trying to move towards safety and our comfort zone, then we're never really going to be able to learn. We're never really going to be able to experience life to its fullest and have all those lessons and have all the understanding, just to experience life that encompasses all of the emotions and all of the experiences that we are here to experience. And when we look at the decisions of others, let's say others make choices and decisions that don't feel good or right to us, just remember that they are on their own journey and that they also have lessons to learn along the way. And that when they coincide, when they are in these people, or sometimes it's our animals, our dogs, that are in a relationship with us, and they make choices that don't necessarily tie up with our expectations or how we want to feel or how we would like to experience something, it doesn't make them wrong. It doesn't make their choices wrong either. They are just making decisions and choices based upon where they are at the moment. And that could be through fear, or it could be through personal choice. And that is the lessons in the life that they have to live. And when we can learn to trust that that lesson is there, something that we can learn from it, and then make another choice to say, I no longer wish to stay in this relationship, or I don't no longer wish to have this person um, make those kind of choices around my well-being, for instance, then you have a choice to move in another direction and to trust your instinct, to trust your intuition, your inner guidance to what that next step may be. And remembering it's just a journey, so that one step will lead to something else and will lead to something else. Journeys are never a straight line. They're always curved paths that lead us down all sorts of interesting adventures, as it were. And the more we can embrace that, the more we can be open to remembering and understanding that it is all part of our path, all part of our journey and our purpose, then we can learn to just trust in life, trust in our inner guidance, trust in the outcome, and trust that we always know, we always have within us exactly what we need. Trust that whatever happens, we're always guided by our divine spirit, by God, by whoever you want to call that, and trust that whatever happens in our life, it is to our highest good, it is for our highest purpose. And when we can come from that place, suddenly there's a lot of pressure is released. Suddenly we feel when we can just move into that inner peace and that and trust in life and trust that it's all here for us to learn, it's all here for us to grow, then it all becomes a lot easier, right? A lot easier. So those are some of the insights and the musings I had around trust today, and I invite you to contemplate it yourself. Contemplate where trust shows up for you, where trust issues show up for you, and feel into them a little bit. Feel into where you're trusting, why you're trusting, why you're not trusting. Is it a belief that you're hanging on to that can easily be changed? Explore that a little bit. And, are you in touch? Do you trust your intuition? Do you trust your inner guidance? And do you trust life? So these are some beautiful questions for you to contemplate this week. I invite you to do so, and I would love to hear your comments if you have any about your own experiences with trust in your life. Thank you. Bye-bye.